us as a society, we need to come together. And
Why are you making that? Do you think London's getting worse?
Depends.
Well, life for people in London has gotten a bit worse.
London has gotten worse.
Well, in some aspects, it is.
I think collectively we're evolving. And one thing I really like about London is the diversity. So it's kind of like you've got people from all different countries, and it's like London is a bit like a canvas where you've got all different backgrounds, all different nationalities, all like I feel like London is great for also embracing people's differences. You come here with one mindset, someone else with a different mindset, and embrace that unique, embrace that differences. Because it would be boring if we were all the same, no? How boring would it be?
In terms of like costs, it's very expensive now. Oh my god, as the food shop, you go in there for like 5 things, you're spending 20 quid. It's crazy.
I mean, the streets are pretty sort of filthy, and there's a big homelessness problem, which it didn't seem to have before. But I think it seems to have more traffic problems. You know, getting the people in and out of the city.
Rents have nearly doubled. The statistics are going to show that, things are obviously a lot rougher. But I think a very important point is that we're not supposed to live in places like London. Like the Industrial Revolution, there's no way that you can solve that. There's no way that you can make that beautiful or worth living. Like the idea of getting up every day, being sent on a fucking tunnel to work in a fucking milkshake bar or whatever for 8, 10, 12 hours of your life, go back, have a pot of noodles and fall asleep, and then do it again the next day. That is... It doesn't matter how dirty the streets are. Like that needs to be something that's fought against.
London at the moment is not very good for the youth because knife crime's increasing, economy's rising, jobs are decreasing, immigrants are increasing as well. So I feel like London's just getting bad and bad by the day.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm really good. Right, so what's your... Get out now.
Sorry. I think London is getting worse. The prices are going up. London isn't as fun as it used to be because one, tourists don't know how to walk on one lane. They are always bumping into people. I feel like everybody's lost their sense of direction. And honestly, no, of course, I feel like everywhere, just in London in general, is getting bad. Not even in Central. I feel like everywhere, like even like outside of London, like there's a rise in gentrification. Us as a society, we need to come together. And
Why are you making that?
But I think it's prospering financially, but it's not looking after the streets. And but eventually, it might all fit together. But I think it's sprawling out.
The state of the city. Okay, from objective reality, it's more of the same, really. Like it's I don't see much of a difference now compared to what it was like when I was growing up. It's the same in that sense. There's just, I feel like there's more knowledge, there's more information. I feel like you can have real conversations with people. But to be fair, that was always around. So to go all the way back around in a full loop, I would say it's about the same.
Where I live, there's more policing. I mean, it's like the same amount of crime and stabbings, you know. Yeah. One where I live, it's like, because I live in a very dodgy area, it's like a little bit better, but overall, I think it's the same. I mean, the other day, these two people, they were literally doing something off of someone's lorry, and the lorry driver was like, what the hell are you doing?
We weren't ugly. It's a social project that was forced upon us, the ruling class, and we shouldn't have anything to do with it. Well, it has gotten, what I'm basically saying is it has gotten worse in terms of specific things like gentrification. But my point was that industrialism and the city that it produced are forms of social control. And whatever you can do, you can't save people from that. You can't have really a much, much better London because London in itself is an imposition on human dignity and freedom.
100%. Yeah, no, I think like life in London is definitely like harder than it was, for example, 10 years ago or 20 years ago, and so on. And this is like, partly because like they're like the jobs are like people have are just worse quality jobs. You have less protection from the state in terms of like giving out like any like sort of like actual like real help.
I feel like London 5 years ago was way better. London right now, I don't even want to be here myself. I just wanna leave the country like in like 2 years time. The prices up on the chicken shops, corner shops, stuff was cheaper. What's it called? The weather as well. I feel like the weather got bad as well. It's more cold now as well. Like I used to be sunny.
I feel the cold of it.
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
An overload of take.
Oh, I get what you're saying, bro. Media is not truth. Media is a narrative. It's a story.
Say that again. Repeat that.
Media is not truth, it's a narrative, it's a story. The same, you can say the same thing about history. I love history, but I would never dabble in history because history was written by the winners.
Yeah, welfare has gotten worse. I think standards of living have gotten worse. Inequality has gotten worse. I think like there's like a bigger differences between like social classes now in the UK. And I think it's probably gonna go up and up. I don't necessarily think neither Labour nor Tories are going to be doing anything that is substantially addressing the main issues.
outside of London, like there's a rise in gentrification, and I get that they want to make everywhere. Obviously, there's positives to gentrification, but like, you know, gentrification, it loses the sense of community because people are being pushed out of their residential like place, and also the concept of like housing, because I must have saw online like all these like properties are all these new builds. Yes, they're good, they're housing people, but also they're being like privately owned. The way people go through housing through the governments, like I don't know how it works, but like there's a ticketing system and it's more affordable because all these new builds they're like 500k plus, and that's just the starting size. It's obviously going to go up, go up. And like I don't like the aspect of people being pushed out because people are looking to move out of London, and I don't agree with that because outside of London is disgusting.
No, it's good of young people to be interested in the future of London because they are the future and they have to speak up.
One good thing I like about London right now is transport. Transport's very easy.
It's coming on time.
Yeah. Yeah, train's coming right.
Overall, London is pretty stagnant, can't lie. Yeah, it definitely needs more improvement. Yeah, it needs more attention. Yeah.
It's a 7-minute interview. Tried to keep it.
2 minutes is crazy. For sure, man. For sure.
That's it from me. We'll hand it back to the editor.